I think I'm supposed to do like a big introduction, say hello, but I'm actually just gonna jump right into it. I have a philosophy when it comes to content creation, and that is it doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to go up. Now, I don't have 100,000 subs on YouTube, but for the most part, this has worked well for me during my journey in content creation around gaming and esports. It also makes me really sad when I speak to other creators who have these incredible ideas, but immediately follow up saying, I cannot do it because I don't have the really fancy editing PC, or I don't have a gazillion doll hairs to hire a camera crew to follow me around. The thing is, when I started out with content creation, I was literally making videos with the worst cell phone. I think it was like an HTC One, and posting those online. And even now, I will try and make a plan with what I've got in the simplest form. So I thought I'd give you a very real world example of how you can make whatever you have around you work to create content. Let me paint the picture for you. In November 2022, I was one of the hosts for the Pinnacle Esports Roundtable discussion following the Intel Extreme Masters Rio Major. That's probably one of the biggest Counter-Strike tournaments of 2022. We did 3 live recorded videos with different Counter-Strike players, experts in the scene, and we basically chatted about what was happening during the major and what to expect. These are obviously very time sensitive. The problem arose was that in the final week for our final episode, I was going to be in Dubai hosting the PUBG Global Championship 2022. The tournament organizers of that event could not get me onto a PC with a camera because obviously they were using all the equipment to film behind the scenes footage, and it meant I'd have to make a plan myself. There was a couple of issues that come here as well because I was going to be in Dubai for 2.5 weeks. I have limited luggage that I'm able to take over. I've got to make sure that I pack enough outfits for 12 days of broadcast and shoes, as well as clothes that I can live in during the week, toiletries, all the extras that you need to survive for 2.5 weeks. So space for me is limited. Plus, I don't put tech in check-in luggage because I always feel that's dangerous. So pretty much anything I was going to use needed to go on my back. I was able to do it with 3 items. And now I'm going to walk you through exactly how I was able to record that Pinnacle Esports Roundtable and what I used. I do not have a fancy gaming laptop. I wish I did, but I don't. It would make editing content on the go a lot easier, I'm sure, and probably be better to play on right now than my current gaming rig, which I'm filming this on because the old girl desperately needs an upgrade. But I am digressing. That's not what we're here to talk about. What we are going to talk about is what I do travel with, which is this adorable Microsoft Surface Pro, which I love so much because 1, it allows me to do all the work that I need to do when I'm on the road. I can set it up as a little mini laptop. But what I also love about it is that when I'm traveling, when I'm flying long distance, I can just pull the keyboard off. It works as a great tablet, obviously. And then when I'm at work and I'm on the desk and I need to take notes, I just use the pen, take all the notes on here, and we're good to go. So it really is multifunctional, and I absolutely love it. It's a powerful little beast. It is fantastic. I cannot recommend it enough if you're looking for a laptop to travel with. This is what I was going to use to do the stream for the Pinnacle Esports Roundtable. One small problem, which did arise, which is of course the fact that it doesn't have any LAN cable support, but you can go out and actually purchase an adapter which will plug right in because it's got enough connections that you can do just that, and then you'll be able to get LAN cable support. I like to live on the edge, so I was completely reliant on hotel Wi-Fi. Not advised if you're trying to do a live stream. In this case, it worked. We were very lucky, but probably the worst idea I had. In future, I'm going to go out and buy the adapter if I need to travel and do this again. But for the most part, the Surface Pro is fantastic for what you need. And I also love the fact that it's super compact, super small. From a gaming point of view, I just take my Nintendo Switch and then I can still game. And I've got a working laptop / tablet / fun notebook, really. I needed to ensure that the quality of the visual that I was putting out for the roundtable conversation was the same as what had been going out for the last 2 episodes as well, which I had shot in this very room with this very camera, the Logitech Brio. Now, what I like about this as a webcam, really nice and small. You can see I've left the plastic on because I'm so afraid to take it off. But I have had this camera forever. I use it all the time. And what I also like is it obviously has this adjustable mount, which makes it a lot easier to adjust and fit. What I specifically did in Dubai was I put it on the mirror frame so it would give me a higher angle, which looked a little bit better as opposed to the front facing of the very small laptop. And this worked perfectly because you obviously just need to plug it in. You've seen the connections on the Surface Pro. It's a plug and play webcam, works fantastically. You'll be able to just set it up, no need to put all the software in and things like that, and you can get pretty much the quality you need, which I was able to do through a Discord stream. I had two major concerns with doing the roundtable recording in Dubai. The first I've mentioned was obviously the Wi-Fi connection. My fault for not getting the adapter in time. Obviously as well, if you do travel a lot, LAN cables, I know that's always a concern in hotels. If you give them a ring beforehand, they'll normally set you up with a LAN cable either in your room, or alternatively, they'll make sure that there is a connection for you in the office space of the hotel. So connections aside, my other big concern was sound, because any video editor will tell you it doesn't matter how good the image is, if the sound is crap, you have a problem. This is something I've struggled with my videos for a while and a lot of my content. And it just so happened at the time, I was very lucky because Logitech G had sent me the Aurora collection to review, which they had just launched, and it was coming to South Africa. This is the headset that's part of that. It is the Logitech G G735s. What I liked about this is the little detachable mic. Now, the thing about this mic is it has all the Blue mic capabilities that come with the Yeti. Blue, as a microphone company, works with Logitech, and they're able to put a lot of their technology into these mics now on the headsets. I tasted out before I went. The recording was crisp, it was perfect, it was exactly what I needed. I know you're wondering, you're like, Sam, we always see you in the Pro X's, you've been wearing them for years, why wouldn't you take those with? Here's why. When I travel, I like noise cancelling headsets. I'm on planes for 8-9 hours. The problem with the Pro X's is that in order to connect them to any of your devices, you obviously need to plug in the little USB. These babies, fully wireless Bluetooth connectivity, I can link them to my phone, can link them to my Surface Pro. Absolutely no need for me to carry the USB around with me. So one, it freed up a space on the laptop for me to plug in the Brio with that connection. But two, they suddenly became the perfect traveling headset, along with being great for broadcast because I could link them to my phone, play music. The only thing is that when you switch them on, the lights come on and people think you're crazy because you're on a plane with the lights on. So you shine like a Christmas tree, but they worked fantastically. The sound quality is almost the same as the Pro X's, and it therefore saved up space because I wasn't carrying two headsets around. Throughout this video, you've also been able to see some litterings of the broadcast itself that we were able to do. Obviously, not ideal on the hotel Wi-Fi, never ideal when you're miles away. The one issue that I'd say I had with this mic is that I like to play people very loud in my ears so I don't miss anything. The mic at some point during that broadcast was picking up what was coming out of my headset, so we had to start muting myself in the Discord chat. Sometimes I forgot to unmute my mic.
I feel like for them, it will be very hard to defeat a team like Na'Vi, where I think for Heroic, it might have been more likely to see them beat a team like Cloud9.
The answer, of course, would have been to turn everyone down, but I like things blaring in my ears because I don't want hearing when I get older. But that was exactly how I was able to record that roundtable. 3 pieces of tech that traveled with me, nice and light, nice and small, all fit in a backpack, and I was good to go. And it just shows you that it can be done. You do not need the fancy camera. You do not need the gaming rig. You don't need the fancy lights. And I'm saying all of this while sitting behind the gaming rig with the fancy camera and the fancy lights. But I hope that it's given you some motivation to go out and create that content. Don't worry about what people tell you. You don't need the film crew. You can make it happen all on your own with those 3 things, or whatever 3 things you have in your house. I hope this helped. I don't know how to end this video. I'm supposed to tell you to subscribe and like and do all of that stuff, but it's just not gonna happen. Bye.